They thought they'd never lose you. They thought their lies, manipulations, and charm would always work. But one day it stops. The supply is gone. The mask slips. And for the first time, reality hits the narcissist hard. Welcome to Narcissist Unmasked, where we expose the truth, empower survivors, and educate minds. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist or are in recovery, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for powerful insights every week. To truly grasp what happens when reality finally confronts a narcissist, we first need to step inside the elaborate illusion they inhabit every day. Narcissists build a mental fortress where they are always justified, always superior, and never at fault. In this world, they can be the victim when it suits them, or the hero when it brings praise. Their desires and needs always take center stage, no exceptions. Real empathy, true accountability, and genuine humility are foreign concepts, unless they're imitated for show. Psychologists call this a narcissistic fantasy, a mental shield that guards a deeply insecure self. It's a world built on illusions of greatness, entitlement, control, and the belief that consequences don't apply. Why cling to this fantasy? Because the real self, the one that feels shame, fear, and inadequacy, has been hidden away under layers of denial and manipulation. Facing the truth would mean unraveling their entire sense of self. So, what fuels this illusion? Narcissistic supply. Attention, admiration, validation, even arguments. These are the lifeblood that keeps the fantasy alive. But here's the catch. This fantasy isn't unbreakable. Eventually, reality finds a way in. For a narcissist, reality is like a distant storm, easy to ignore until it's suddenly overhead. The truth doesn't always arrive with a bang. Sometimes it seeps in quietly through cracks in their carefully built world. Other times it hits all at once, impossible to deny. Imagine a narcissist who's always been admired for their charm. One day a close friend finally says, "I can't do this anymore," and walks away. The loss is more than just a missing companion. It's a mirror shattering, forcing the narcissist to see themselves without the constant praise. Or picture a moment when their secrets come to light. Maybe a group of colleagues confronts them about their behavior, or a family member speaks up at a gathering. The mask slips, and the narcissist is faced with the uncomfortable truth that others see through their facade. Time can also be a harsh teacher. As the years pass, the narcissist may notice their influence fading. The compliments slow down, opportunities dry up, and the world moves on. This slow erosion of power can be deeply unsettling, making them question their worth. Even small failures, a lost promotion, a failed relationship, or a project that falls apart can chip away at their self-image. Each setback is a reminder that they are not invincible. And perhaps the most powerful reality check comes when those they once tried to control begin to thrive. Watching someone they underestimated find happiness and success without them can be a wake-up call, showing the narcissist that their power was never as absolute as they believed. Imagine the moment when the narcissist's illusions begin to crumble, when the applause fades, the admiration stops, and the mirror no longer flatters. Suddenly, the world feels cold and unfamiliar. The narcissist is left staring at a reflection they barely recognize, stripped of the praise and validation that once defined them. A heavy silence settles in. Every flaw, every insecurity echoes louder than ever before. The narcissist's mind races, searching for someone to blame, a way to escape the suffocating truth. But this time, there's nowhere to hide. The mask slips, and beneath it lies a deep, aching emptiness. They may replay old conversations, obsess over perceived slights, or retreat into isolation, desperate to rebuild their shattered self-image. The fear of being exposed as ordinary, as imperfect, gnaws at them relentlessly. Even the smallest criticism feels like a wound that won't heal. In these raw moments, the narcissist world narrows to a single, overwhelming sensation: vulnerability. The certainty they once projected dissolves into confusion and self-doubt. Reality for the narcissist is not just a challenge, it's a relentless reminder of everything they fear most about themselves. And so they sit in the quiet aftermath, haunted by the truth, longing for the comfort of their old illusions, yet unable to fully return. This is honestly where a lot of empathetic people get stuck. They start to wonder, what if I stayed? What if I helped them change? Should I give them another chance now that reality hit? Let's be clear, you are not their healer. You are their target. Their pain is not your problem. Their downfall is not your responsibility. Growth must come from within. And narcissists rarely take the honest path. If they truly change, it will require years of deep therapy, consistent humility, and a willingness to confront their darkest truths. Most never reach that stage. Instead of carrying the weight of their transformation, focus on your own journey. You deserve peace, clarity, and the freedom to move forward. Remember, choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. So what happens after reality hits? One of three things usually occurs. 1. They seek a new supply. They move on quickly, pretending nothing happened. They repeat the same cycle with someone new, hoping to restore the illusion. 2. They spiral into despair or maladaptive behaviors. Some narcissists spiral into addictions, impulsive actions, or isolation when they can't maintain control. 3. They begin the path to change. Rare. In rare cases, consistent consequences and no access to supply can push them to reflect. But this is uncommon and slow. Narcissism is deeply ingrained. Important. Whatever happens to them is not your responsibility to track or care about. Focus on your pace. If you're watching this, chances are you were the reality that hit them. Your strength, your boundaries, your truth. It was the mirror they just couldn't stand to see. That's powerful. You took a step they couldn't, facing reality and choosing growth. let that be your victory. If this video helped you understand narcissistic collapse or gave you clarity, please hit that like button and share this with someone who needs it. Subscribe for more deep dives into narcissistic behavior, and remember, you are not broken. You are waking up. And when you do, narcissists fall apart.